And we are live. Hi everyone, welcome back to the show. I'm having shows on Tuesday now. Oop, there we go. Howdy everybody, welcome to the show. Might be surprised to see me here on a Tuesday instead of Friday. I am doing shows now on both days. So it will be Tuesday from 6 to 6:30 and Friday from 4 to 4:30. That's the most prominent and obvious news here. In fact, Friday's show is going to be opening a box of minis, and will change like it does every week. Tuesday's show, though, is going to be the booster bestiary here, which I was shocked at how many people enjoyed watching and seeing the end result of me making a monster in 30 minutes, typos and all. But before we get to that, I do have a couple little articles of news here. Alright, so made this in Photoshop for Alex Agunas of Everybody Games as a fun promotion for a upcoming product that I was very, very pleased with and happy to work on. It should give you some kind of a hint as to what the product's going to be, and when it comes out, I will be able to share more. What else we got here? Oh yeah, so for those who don't know, the monster that I'll be creating tonight, I will be statting up and releasing on Facebook, Twitter, whatever other social media I'm on. So you are free to see it. Probably should give it an hour before you analyze it too carefully, as I have quite a few great fans who are excellent at finding weird little typos that I might make when I try to write up a monster in only 30 minutes. Also want to point out this great blog entry on Paizo.com, fighting a giant fiery, I believe level 15 to 17-ish hippo in Blood Cove. Absolutely love it. Great encounter. Wonderfully written, great use of the capsize ability to destroy docks instead of ships. I really liked it, and I hope to use it someday in one of my own campaigns if they ever get that high, because it is a rather high-level monster. Alright, so on to the show. I want to get to these booster packs as soon as I could. Maybe, if I could get enough, we could even make a second monster today. Wouldn't that be something? So, recently been cleaning out my storage closet. Found a huge box of booster packs from all these assorted card games. As you can see here, Legend of the Five Rings, Wyvern, Shaman King. Gonna be some wacky potential card games, but I want to focus primarily on Magic the Gathering because that seems to be the game du jour that most people are interested in. However, if I get any requests, please feel free. I'm willing to do anything as long as it has monsters. So probably not going to be opening cracking packs from SimCity, the card game, because I don't think anybody wants the stats for a level 1 mayor of a small Midwestern town. Or do they? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and roll here for our first pack. We got ourselves a 2. That is Unstable. Alright. So, for those who don't know, Unstable is the third of a they're called joke sets, silver bordered sets. They were a very fun little comedy set that started with Unglued. The cards are not normally tournament legal, with the exception of Basic Land. They see some minor play in Commander. Mostly, they're really fun. A lot of in-jokes, a lot of just silly mechanics they could never print in Black Border, and then 10 years later they'll print it in Black Border. And a wonderful, whimsical little flavor. There's also some, like, build your own monsters in here. Maybe if we could get 2 of those, I could go ahead and assemble something here. Maybe create a kind of monster template like the ones we saw in Lost Omens World Guide. Alright, so let's see here. We have Mother Kangaroo is our first one here. This is what I'll talk about those templated monsters, where you get 2 monsters and you kind of stick them together. So this would be like a something kangaroo, like a ninja kangaroo, or a mother something, like a mother ninja. Alright, here we have Riveting Rigger. It is a cyborg rigger. The riggers, they assembled contraptions, which were these extra deck cards that like you roll dice every turn, and you did some weird stuff with them. I never really played with contraptions when I did this in limited, so not much. Oh, here we go. We have a merman. I kind of like that. So we could have a mer kangaroo or a motherman. Motherman. As you can see, they're supposed to like peel together like this. It doesn't really work well on the cardboard unless you use a pair of scissors. Which I'm surprisingly willing to do here if it means I could get my mer kangaroo going on. Man, mer kangaroo, that'd be pretty fun, wouldn't it? Little aquatic kicking kangaroo. Steady-handed mook. The theme of this set was like supervillains, kind of a Venture Brothers thing going on. So they had 5 different supervillainy factions. So mook makes sense. Let's see, we have feisty Stegosaurus. Alright, so we could have a mother Stegosaurus, a mer Stegosaurus, a feisty man, or a feisty kangaroo. Kind of a dinosaur kangaroo, dinosaur human fish. Lots of fun combinations there. I think I'm going to be going for one of those combinations here. Might just roll some dice, we'll see. Chipper Chopper, got a cyborg helicopter man. It's a thing. If we had more Numeria rules, maybe I'd go with that. Hoisted Hireling, it's a zombie hireling because, you know, zombies can't argue. Secret base. There were 5 different secret bases, one for each faction. They used watermarks as a mechanic. Kind of weird, kind of weird. The entirely normal armchair that's totally not a trap would be a fun hazard, but a little simple. Feel like you could just take the hunter's basic trap there and turn it into a hazard if you wanted to. And then we had, alright, Rumors of My Death. Alright, so that's an enchantment. Not really going to work here for a bestiary, and combining monsters looks too much fun. Oh, here we go, half-kitten, half. This is how you work these. I remember this now. So you go like half-kitten, half-man, half-kitten, half-kangaroo, or half-kitten, half-stegosaurus. And you combine them that way, which would be a fun way to look for a monster for Pathfinder. Hello, Katie. Nice to see you again. Alright, we got Rules Lawyer. This was kind of the joke of this card was it had the longest text of any card. It canceled state-based effects, so I suppose it would cancel all passive abilities of all monsters on the battlefield, but just like the unglued version, that would be a extraordinarily silly, hard to make rules for. So, not a big fan of that. Ooh, an island. The full art land in this is worth quite a bit. You know, a couple bucks each. We got our contraptions here. Again, contraptions would be fun if we were making inventions with Guns and Gears. Maybe I do have more unstable packs, so when Guns and Gears comes out, maybe I could do that. And a Thopter, but I don't feel like making a token today. Alright, so our options here, we have Rules Lawyer, which would be kind of a weak cyborg that just ruins the battlefield with his ability. We have a half-kitten, half-stegosaurus, a half-kitten, half-man, or a half-kitten, half-kangaroo. The kitten activates whenever you are dealt damage, something happens. So it's more of a defensive kind of creature, which is interesting there for a predator. I think I'm going to roll the dice again. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Stegosaurus. I like that a lot. A half-kitten, half-stegosaurus sounds like way too much fun not to do. I am not going to be able to use Scryfall for this, but fortunately I have come prepared. Just in case I had to open a non-Magic the Gathering pack, we have a layout here that will let us continue to see the card. Just have to cover Yang Wenli's face here a bit. There we go. Alright, we are going to design ourselves a half-kitten, half-stegosaurus. Did not expect to get the unhinged pack, did not expect to use hybrid monsters, and yet here we are. Hope I'm not giving anybody... Oops, there we go. Get some upstream elements out of the way. There we go! Alright, so we have ourselves a half-kitten, half-stegosaurus. In Magic terms, this is a 5-drop, and whenever you are dealt damage, you roll a 6-sided dice, and it deals damage to a creature an opponent controls. So it has one of those big spiky tails, and it thrashes it around, but this is still a cat, so it's going to be an interesting design here. This has a casting cost of 5, it's a 3/3. I'm going to say, let's look up what a Stegosaurus is just for a second here. In Pathfinder 2. Stegosaurus 2E. Well, Stegosaurus in Pathfinder 2 here is a level 7 monster. So a half-cat Stegosaurus, I'm going to say that's going to be... You know what? That's going to be a level 8. It's going to be stronger than normal Stegosaurus because I think that's amusing. So the Stegosaurus is usually a big old bruiser, high strength, high con, trample, dorsal deflection. Great, 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 great. All right, fabulous creature. Let's go ahead. Do I really want to make this higher? You know what? I've changed my mind. Let's make this lower. Let's go ahead and make this a level 6 monster. That's better. This is definitely going to be an animal. I'm gonna make this huge. Gonna make this large instead of huge. The Half-Kitten makes it smaller than a normal Stegosaurus, but it is still a pretty big animal. It is still a Stegosaurus. So let's make this a level 6 creature, neutral, because it's only an animal. We will make it a dinosaur. We will also double check to see if there's a feline entry in Pathfinder 2. There is not. Excellent. So yes, we will make this a animal. All right. No languages needed. This is just an animal after all. We're going to go ahead and make this a brute. That means high strength, high to moderate con, lower dex, and mental modifiers, moderate or low AC. Oops, that was not supposed to be open in that window. There we go. So let's go ahead and try this out here. We got strength plus 5 is high, so plus 5 is good. All right, so let's give you a plus 5. All right. And then, is that updating? That is updating. Excellent. Dex, the dex on this will be a little bit higher than normal Stegosaurus because it is smaller and it is half-cat. So I'm going to give it a little bit more dex. Constitution will be a little lower as well. Will be lower, not higher, than the dex to make up for it just being a kitten and it is smaller. Intelligence, I'm going to give it a -3 instead of a -4. Oh no, -4. Tigers have -4 as well. Let's just give it a -4. Cats are about as smart as dinosaurs in Pathfinder, and I'm okay with that. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, no matter how smart you think your cat is. Which I'm sure he is the smartest little fluffball that has ever existed. So wisdom is normally high for an animal, but low for a brute. Let's just go with a +2, like that's the same as a tiger and a Stegosaurus. I like that a lot. Charisma. You know what? It's supposed to be a kitten. I'm just going to give it a 0. Tigers usually have a -2, which only makes sense in the realm of the fact that this is a ambush predator, so it probably doesn't want to be seen. I could see that. I could see that. I'll just give it a +0 charisma. This is, after all, a brute. All right, so brutes have moderate or low AC. The moderate AC for this would be 23. That is the same as the Stegosaurus. This is supposed to be a kitten. I'm going to make it 22, just a little bit lower. I still want this thing to be heavily plated. For whatever reason, on the magic card, the Half-Kitten has more toughness than a normal Stegosaurus, so it works for me. That works for me. That works for me. Let's fortitude should be really high. Let's make this a 16. Let's make a reflex also higher than a Stegosaurus. At a 14 is moderate for this level creature. Even though Stegosaurus is significantly lower, this is a more dexterous creature. But we are going to make will a little lower than a normal Stegosaurus because half-kittens are easily distracted, and that is as much detail as I want to go into this. Excellent. We're going to give this 92 hit points. Feels about right. That's on the lower end of moderate, which I am fine with. No need for any resistances, weaknesses, immunities. This is just ultimately an animal. It's a weird hybrid mutant animal created in some horrible scientist lab, which I guess would be me today. High attack, high damage, moderate, extreme damage. Alright, let's give this guy a low perception, which would be an 11. We don't. This is an ambush, but it's still ultimately a dinosaur lumbering around. Yes, I know I'm thinking in terms of initiative, but that is what we use perception for mostly. We're going to give it low light vision and scent, an imprecise scent of 30 feet. Which tigers and stegosauruses both have the same vision in Pathfinder 2. That's convenient. Very, very convenient. Alright, and then we could give this thing acrobatics, athletics, and stealth. I like giving it stealth. Its stealth won't be high, but I'll give it stealth. So let's give it a high athletics. Let's give it a moderate acrobatics. So moderate acrobatics would be 13, a high athletics would be 15, and a low stealth would be 11. That works for me. I don't think it needs any other skills. It doesn't need any items, that's for darn sure. Alright, offense. We're going to give it that awesome tail slap. We will give it tail slap with a reach of 10 feet. So let's see here. Oh, almost forgot its speed. What will its speed be? Let's give it a full speed of... This is a brute. Tigers, let's do 30 feet like a tiger. This is a four-legged animal, and I don't think Stegosauruses were so slow that they should be at 25 feet, honestly. They are four-legged. Four-legged animals tend to be really fast. Alright, faster than human at least, right? I mean, not as good a runner as a human, because humans, yay humanity. But, let's give it an attack. Alright, so this will be a melee strike. Let's have it do... Let's see here. This is a brute, so let's have it do high attack and high damage, or moderate attack and extreme damage. Alright, let's have the tail be the moderate attack and extreme damage. So, moderate attack would be 15. Extreme, I don't like extreme on this tail, for reasons I'll get into soon. So let's just do 2d8 plus 9. The tail will do piercing damage. And where do I put traits? Is there a place here for traits? Oh, traits goes there under damage. Oops. 2d8 plus 2 piercing, attack, traits, damage. Oh, that's how I put it. Alright. Thank you. Sorry about that. Getting used to this format. Alright, so let's give this a sweep and reach 10 feet. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Alright, let's give it one more attack, because as you can see, it is a half-cat, so we couldn't do without giving this a claw attack. I don't think I'm going to do jaws, because this is, after all, just a kitten. And since the kitten side is smaller, I'm going to make that the low damage. Do I want to do low on that? I'm going to make it moderate damage. Let's give it low, because let's make this the agile weapon. So that it can do multiple attacks with it. So 2d6, 2d4 plus 7 slashing damage with an attack of plus 15's fine again, because this is the agile weapon. So let's make this agile. There we have it. And now we have... Oh, I'm not giving this right name. So this will be claw. This will be tail. Alright, now for the cool ability it has, don't know why I gave it spells. No, it does not have spells. This cat is not that magical. It might have been made in a magic lab, but it itself doesn't have that magic. I don't know, or it has as much magic as you'd expect both a Half-Kitten and Stegosaurus to have, which isn't too much. Alright, so... let's go ahead. I'm tempted to give this pounce. The real question is, would people pounce with the tail? Or would that be a little bit too much damage? I think that might be too much damage. You know, what this thing does on the card is when it takes damage, it hits a random person with its tail. I like that ability. I'm going to do that as a reaction first. We know we're going to give it that, so let's just give it that. Normally Stegosaurus gets dorsal deflection. We're going to go ahead and call it dorsal... I don't like deflection. This is more random than that. Dorsal reaction. Reaction's a dumb word. I'm going to change that word later. We're going to think of it a little later. Alright, so let's make this a general ability because this is a reaction. Oh, that'll make it a defensive ability. Right. No traits, but it will have trigger of the Half-Kitten Half-Stegosaurus is damaged by an attack. Okay. Yeah, come think of it, it does make sense that it would still flail its tail even if it's hit by a ranged attack. If it takes damage, it's going to be angry. So I like that. Damaged by an attack. It means it wouldn't be affected by a spell. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I am okay with it flailing even if it doesn't necessarily take damage. The Half-Kitten Half-Stegosaurus. I hate how it's in... I don't like how that is done with a comma. I'm going to get rid of the comma. Even though the card uses it, I'm just going to get rid of the comma because I don't like my monsters having commas in the middle of their names. Even if they are legendary monsters like that. So, oh, I forgot to give this a name. Half-Kitten Half-Stegosaurus. There we have it. Alright. Okay. So, I like this thing being that it does an attack. So... You know what? I'm going to call this Chaos Tail. Might be a little, Tail Flail. There we go. Tail Flail. Yeah. Got some alliteration going on there. So, effect, the Half-Kitten Half-Stegosaurus. Lashes out. Lashes out in pain. Striking one random creature within its reach, in its reach, in its reach. It can reach, in its reach. Alright, so one thing I do love about Pathfinder 2nd Edition, as long as I could just rant just a little bit here, is how great it is that everything has this very strict wording. We don't have to wonder, like, is there a difference between within its reach and in its reach? Which, believe it or not, there have been some things in 1st edition and other role-playing games that have gotten that detail-oriented. In this case, it is detailed, but it's detailed and consistent, and we love that consistency. So it is within its reach. Excellent, excellent. So the Half-Kraken Half-Stegosaurus lashes out in pain. Period. No, comma. Strikes one. Lashes. Let's just say the Half-Kitten Stegosaurus strikes one random creature within its reach. There we have it. Oh, with its tail. We have to put that. All right. Excellent, 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 excellent. Okay, cool. So we got that. Not going to give this a trample just because it's large, not huge, and this is still kind of a baby. I'm okay with that. Not going to give this kind of the sneak attack that a lot of felines, ambush predators have, because this is no ambush predator. This thing is a wrestler, which adds another effect here. Let's go ahead and give this a wrestle. This is based on the wrestle of a tiger, which is an offensive one-action ability with no traits. The Half-Kitten Half-Stegosaurus makes a tail. Oh, I should do this. The Half-Kitten Half-Stegosaurus makes a tail strike against one random creature within its reach. And yes, there is no definitive way to decide a random creature. GM will just have to, like, count the number of creatures within its reach and roll a die. But since we're all playing on Roll20 right now, that's super easy because you could just 1D and then enter in the number of creatures within its reach, count clockwise from the north end. It's easy enough to do. Or you could just be completely random about it. You could even just be like, yeah, him. That was random. 1, 2, 3, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Bam. You're taking a hit by a Stegosaurus tail. So, wrestle. The Half-Kitten Half-Stegosaurus is going to make a tail strike against a creature it is grabbing. If the attack hits, that creature is knocked prone. Alright, so normally with the tiger, it makes the free claw attack while it's wrestling someone. I like the idea that it's grabbing with the claws. This creature is grabbing with the claws, and then its big spiky tail comes around and whacks you. So I'm going to go ahead and give it that. And let's go ahead and give it a pounce, but only with its claws, because it's not doing anything else here with its claws, and I don't like that. I almost feel like giving wrestle. It's a creature it's grabbing. No, let's not do that. I don't want to mess with the multiple attack penalty. Let's go ahead and just give it that pounce. Keep these alphabetical. Always have to keep my work alphabetical. I've been given that advice by publishers in the past. Let's see. The Half-Kitten, Half-Stegosaurus. Strides and makes a strike at the end of that movement. If the Half-Kitten, Half-Stegosaurus began this action hidden, it remains hidden until after this ability's strike. Which is funny because I'm not giving it the sneak attack. I feel like I should give it the sneak attack, but maybe only with the claws, not with the tail, because you'd see the tail coming. What do you guys think? Do I have anyone here saying? Nope, I don't. Alright, let's go ahead and I'll finish this up. I got 3 minutes left, so this will be the only monster for today. So we're going to go ahead and give this a sneak attack only with its claws. We're going to call this Sharp Claws. We'll just call it sneak attack, but we'll say that it is with the claws so that it's understood that it is only with the... no, I don't like sneak attack. I think this monster has a level 6 monster. It's already doing pretty good damage without the sneak attack. I think I just don't like the hidden. You know what? I'm going to call this Stegosaurus Pounce. The Half-Kitten, Half-Stegosaurus strides, bounding with its tail. Will this bound with its tail? No, it just crashes with its tail. So the Half-Kitten, Half-Stegosaurus strides and makes a strike at the end of the movement. You know what? I'm going to say if any creature makes an attack of opportunity until the Half-Kitten, Half-Stegosaurus if any creature makes an attack of opportunity against the Half-Kitten, Half-Stegosaurus, oh, I know how to word this. If the Half-Kitten, Half-Stegosaurus uses Tail Flail as part of this action, during this movement, during this stride, it does not count against the Half-Kitten, Half-Stegosauruses. It does not count against the Half-Kitten, Half-Stegosauruses limit of reactions per turn. I don't like that wording at all, though. So I'm going to clean up that wording, but that's the basic idea, is it will charge at someone and make its strike. I should say make a claw strike. There we go. But if anyone tries to stop it, it will just whack him with its tail. And it's so easy for it to whack it with its tail while it's moving that it's not even typically a reaction. So there we have it. We got ourselves a Half-Kitten, Half-Stegosaurus in 30 minutes exactly. Thank you all for showing up again. I had a lot of fun doing this. I really want to do this every Tuesday. I feel like this might, over time, make me a better or at least more careful designer. I'm going to clean up the wording on this, and then I will be posting it all over my social media. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for supporting me all these years. I am doing great. Everything is fine in my life, and I hope everything is great in yours. Have yourself a wonderful rest of the week, and I'll see you Friday so I can open up some Pathfinder Battles miniatures. Yeah! All right. Have yourself a great day.